Peace. Let us be blessed in this together. That no human life is my enemy. Carry this within yourself, that no human life is your enemy. And as we do this, as we grant life to this within ourselves, let us acknowledge as we do this that evil may be occurring. Let us have an acknowledgement of this and an understanding of ourselves and each other, that no human life is our enemy. And then whenever you destroy a man, whenever you take a man's life, evil is not diminished. But that you have an acknowledgement of this within your own being, within a nature and a truth that you are. And if you have presence for this, whenever you can acknowledge and accept and carry within yourself that no human life is your enemy. Great horrors may be occurring upon or around you, and if we maintain this of ourselves, that no human life is our enemy, that we maintain intention in our voice, in what we speak, in what we choose, in what we do, if we observe of others and invite this presence of God come down through my being and yours, no human life our enemy. In this way, we let this live within ourselves. In this way, the true enemy may be revealed and conquered here, in that I am, in that you are, and no human life our enemy. That we have presence for the contradictions that we may face in each other, in ourselves, and that we accept this, work to be occurring, and that this live within us. That no human life be our enemy. This means your own as well. We have to be able to acknowledge where we may be a betrayal to our own being. And we must be able to come in acceptance, in a forgiveness of ourselves. We must walk in this way, that we attain this wisdom in nature of our own being. That these betrayals we find of ourselves, that in this innate suffering, let us accept it as a blessing, that you have been granted this suffering, that you may have an awareness of yourself and be endowed in this nature and truth of God, that you are, that I am, that all human life is created in this way, that we may have each other in our differences, in our contradictions, that we refine each other to a greater beauty and truth. Let us accept this work of ourself and each other, that no human life is an enemy, but what may live within that I am, within that you are, and that all things will come from this place, this foundation of truth that God has granted you, that you are, that I am, and that all things will follow this, that you are, that I am. So let us take this up within ourselves, and all things follow as we are. No human life my enemy. Let forgiveness live here. Let innocence reign as king, true in your heart and mine. Let us give this to ourselves. Let us give it to another, that no human life is our enemy, but what may live within. And let us acknowledge, as we carry this within ourselves, that no human life is our enemy, that evil may occur. And so what is just and what is right and what is true, but that all things follow as I am and as you are, in all that we may do. You see, We are not a slave to this evil. God has granted you command within your being, your voice, your beating heart. And there is purpose in nature here upon you. In this, a revelation of your being continual throughout all of eternity till now. There's purpose for you in this, that you conquer here now and know of yourself, the kingdom that you are, the kingdom that I am, and that we attain this of ourselves through each other. That heaven will live as you do, that heaven will live as I am, and that you are a correct and creative context to my being and mine unto you, that we may have this paradise, that we may have this love, that we may have this truth, and that we may decide it uniquely in each and every human heart. And everything that has been done, let us acknowledge evil has occurred upon my hand and yours. Lies have sprung forth from my tongue and yours. Let us acknowledge. Let us have wisdom of what it is to repent, to bring awareness to, and for all things to be made pure and true and innocent in this awakened state of being that God is, that I am, that you are. And that as there is breath in your lungs, there is purpose for you here. That the greatest intelligence, the greatest mercy, the greatest love beyond comprehension is supporting that there is life within you, that you may decide of yourself. You've been endowed with this. I have been endowed with this blessing of heaven within my hand and word. In all that I may do and conceive of myself, what will I believe of myself? What will follow after me? In all the world that I do see, let it be truth. Let it be heaven. Let it be known from my voice and from yours that no human life is an enemy. That you are allowed this sacred being that you are. And that this is a determination of mine. I have decided you are allowed a sacred being of your own. I will grant this upon you, as God has blessed me in this way, that I may witness as I am. If I am to be sacred and true, if I am to be sacred and true, if I am to attain forgiveness and mercy upon my Creator, what thusly must I endow of you, but that I have this to give you, this forgiveness and mercy, this acceptance of my being unto yours. And that we are more in this way, that we may share a unique and blessed nature of our own upon one and upon another. And that there will be no denial of this in your being or in mine. That we are blessed to share of one another, uniquely and truly of one's own nature in accord. That you are blessed is that I am blessed. That you are free is that I am free, that I am more for you, never less. The human life is in abundance, that it is a gift upon the earth. Let us decide these things of ourselves. In this command, God has granted man of our own being. None are a victim to evil, but a revelation upon oneself. What will I allow? What abuse within my being will occur, that I may dictate an abuse upon another? in God's wisdom, in God's grace, in God's mercy and forgiveness, in the truth, in the nature, in the way of all things, purpose found here. Purpose found here. That we are more for this together. That in every mistake there is a hidden blessing being granted upon you or would not occur. That the nature of all things is a mercy and a love and a forgiveness. It is a beauty, it is a truth that is occurring in your human heart and eyes, in all that you are, in all that you do, in all that you see, in every word that you speak. And let us have this of ourselves, that we learn and discover. Let us have this of ourselves, that God come awake in all things surrounding, one's being and all others, that we speak God into these things, that we speak life upon one another, that we allow it of ourselves, that one is sacred and true, and that we have presence, that we have observance for all wrongdoing, and that we come to a justice within our own being, in this accepted knowledge and grace of what God has created, and that no man is an enemy, but what may live within. And you see, if we do this honestly and justly, if we do it true, if we have it in ourselves, that no hatred is occurring within. If I care so much of my being that I have attained a wisdom of yours, that I am blessed as you are, that any harm done upon you is a harm done upon my own. See, if we can accept these things, if we can be humble for them, if we can let these truths live within us, the acceptance this allows, no secret will be hidden. Here is keys to life, here is keys to heaven. The acceptance we give of ourselves and each other, that you may wonder, that you may discover, that you may be unique in your nature, that you may embody the uniqueness, the beauty, the truth that God has crafted uniquely and specifically only within your human heart and hands, that you may craft of your own upon this world. No secret left unhidden. Here are keys to life. Here are keys to heaven. Do we accept these humble truths of ourselves and each other? And earth cannot help but to have paradise in this way. And so I am blessed that you are, and you are blessed that I am. And every day, let us make this decision that we will give these things to each other. That I am blessed that you are blessed that I am. And that life is more in what we share together. And that you are allowed, that you are sacred and true. And that we determine within our own being, I will be this for you. I will be this upon you. The sacred being that I am, that God come awake as I speak God into all things. And here is mercy, and here is forgiveness, and here is humility, and here is grace. beautiful love and truth. Glory, grace, strength, thanks, grateful God, that you are courage, strength, protection. I'm with you. Peace.